Good morning. It is a wet morning in October and I've got the designer with me, Heike, who it's taken us a while to get to film this because we just keep going off and chatting. So sorry. Hello, Heike.
Hi. Hi, Sara.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good.
First thing, can I ask, I keep doing this to you today. Would you show us your shawl? Heike designs the most beautiful shawls and this one has really taken my imagination. Look at this. How long did it take to knit that final row?
Actually, not that long because it's short rows. It's some people might know the colour affection shawl, and this is a bit similar to that. In the way that it uses short rows to shape the shawl. So actually, you don't really have to knit the whole row.
Right.
So you get to the very end to do the edging.
Just absolutely beautiful. But I had to show you that. So sorry to start off with that. We're making you undress.
That's okay. I'll put it back on because it's nice and cozy.
We've been working with Heike for a bit over the last few months and it's been an absolute delight. You're an exceptional knitter.
Oh,
How long have you worked in this industry?
Well, I started when I moved up from London to North Wales about 12 years ago. So I started about 10 years ago.
Right.
I started working for Rowan. I met the lovely Sara and
yes.
And sort of the rest is history, as they say. And I worked for them for about 7 years and then kind of thought I wanted to go freelance, which is what I've been doing since. And I work a lot in Germany with my friend over there.
Yes.
And,
yeah, she has introduced us to some of the most beautiful German yarns. So if anybody ever does watch this from Germany, you're very lucky. We've also had a really illuminating conversation about top-down knitting,
yes.
which I think is definitely going to become a workshop for us because I'm fascinated by it.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah. So where do you get your inspiration from to design?
Nature and travel. I love travelling, and especially sort of Middle Eastern, Turkey, you know, North Africa, Morocco, those types of countries. Get lots of inspiration from the tiles they have and the ceramics.
Yes.
And the souks, you know, great, colourful places. So yeah.
Oh, but you can see the colours of the suits in this that you're wearing. You can see the sort of spicy colours and so on,
exactly.
which is really
It
lovely.
just brightens it up a bit, you know, especially on a dull October day, really.
Yes, yeah, you definitely need it today, don't you? So obviously you've got the most beautiful blog as well. Do you read other designers and other bloggers? And
I do. I mean, not so much time, unfortunately.
Yes.
You know, I wish I had more time to read, but you know, I like sometimes sort of dipping in and out of, you know, and I go around. I mean, some are really photography, because you can always improve on your photography. I mean, some people's photography on their blogs is just amazing.
Yes.
You know, I'm always trying to improve on that. And some just other people I've met over the years, you know, I dip into their blogs from time to time. So that's good fun. It's good to see what others are doing and to keep your own blog fresh, really. Because you know, try to sort of revamp it ever so often.
Instagram's where it's all at the moment,
yes,
isn't it?
I do like Instagram a lot. It's quick.
Yes.
You know, you don't have to write a lot because it's the writing that takes the time. So it's a nice photograph with a little bit of, you know, just a little bit of text and off you go. So
I struggle to remember to take photographs though, and then think I should have took a photo of that one.
Yeah, or suddenly, you know, they all change everything on your phone or wherever you take photos and
the iOS update.
Then they have all gone. You know. Or you have to have 5,000 now on there, you know, and you think, really, I don't want that. So yeah.
So as a freelance designer, how do you split your day up? What does a normal day, if there is such a thing?
It's still hard sometimes to get my family to understand that I do actually work. Because obviously I do it at home most of the time.
Yeah.
But I do like to be structured. I like to get up early. I'm an early bird. And I don't seem to need a lot of sleep. So I'm up early. You know, a bit of quiet time in the studio first thing, a couple of hours maybe, then out with the dog. Then do a bit of housework. Boring.
No, it needs to be done, unfortunately, yes.
And then, you know, I spend kind of probably then about 4 or 5 hours in my studio every day, if I can, you know, unless I have other appointments that I need to go and do and stuff. And then, you know, like to just to have a structure in there. So, you know, a bit of research, a bit of I'm hopeless at drawing anything, so a few scribbles here and there.
Yes.
And then just watching and a lot of working on new ideas, really.
And out of those new ideas, how many come to fruition?
Oh, I don't know. Not many.
Is it? No, because I always think it must be. Yeah. It sounds idyllic to sit and design and make all day, but I bet it also comes with its own frustrations.
Yes, it does, because you know, you think in your head, you think about it, and you know, and to remember that it's all self-taught. You know, I didn't go to college design school and whatever. So it's all self-taught, so it's a lot of it is trial and error still after all this time. And so a lot of it just sort of falls by the wayside. So swatching is what happens
Right.
a lot. And then maybe I would say 10% of what I have in my head actually only ever happens in real.
Wow, that's amazing. Heike also, we've had a big conversation on, organises the most amazing knitting retreats. Well worth having a look at. They were in Wales, they're going a bit continental now, they're going over to France next year, aren't you?
Yes, going to the French Alps.
Which just, I believe it's all sold for 2017.
It's all sold out,
yeah.
yes.
I'll be looking at 2018.
Yes.
Oh,
It might be in Germany then.
that's it, just something about
The
France,
Black Forest,
Germany.
somewhere like
Oh,
that,
it
yeah.
sounds amazing, it really does. Heike also brought with her this box of goodies which I've been dying to get my hands on. So talk us through what's in here, because there are the most beautiful blankets. And so
Well,
on.
blankets I brought 2.
Right.
Just to show you.
Yeah.
So this is the vintage blanket, and this is a free pack. You can get it from our blog. So yes, so it's really quite a simple square really. I think it's the colours that often to
the
me
colours
do,
are,
and then you know, it's a nice edging around. Also you make it as large as you want.
Yeah.
This is just for making it. To do a pattern with it, you know, it's sort of this size that I usually do, because if you want to make it too large, it takes
Really, really lovely.
yeah, it's nice and soft, and you know. So choose a nice soft yarn.
And what's that called?
It's it's just a vintage flower
The
pattern.
vintage
Yeah.
flower pattern,
If you go on my blog, it's a freebie.
Right.
You know, just download it. It's actually I think it's there on 3 languages. I think some
Is
are 3
that-
languages
Right. Oh wow. Well, so what other? So we've got German, English.
and Dutch. Because I have this great friend of mine, Marianne, who sometimes translates things.
Oh,
for
you
me.
should have just said that you did it all.
No,
Yeah.
I couldn't
No.
possibly claim that I speak Dutch. Oh my goodness, no.
Now this I was looking at last
I know,
night.
That's
This is
like
your
the latest
new-
little square I've done, yes. I only have 2 to show you, I'm afraid, because then I stuck them on.
Esprit de fleur.
Esprit de fleur, yes.
That
Again,
is
you can get that
really
still
So
from the
delicate,
website.
but really. I also like the fact that actually to make it really stunning, you only need to change colours 3 times.
Yes. Well, I wanted to keep it simple, really.
Yeah.
So the centers are all the same, or virtually. This is just a variation, a shade variation.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
So,
and
then it's
yes.
and then it's just round the outside
Yes,
and
and
it
then
changes.
you have the last round is the
Look at all
same.
these.
Yes.
Wow. That's pretty.
That's the spring flower.
Right.
Again,
and again, is that on your
is-
website?
That's on the website. These are all freebies. It's also in 3 languages.
Right.
So I brought them sort of just to show you the different yarns and how it sort of looks in the different yarns.
That's unusual. That's really
Yeah,
nice.
that's like a cotton mix. I
Yeah.
think,
There's all sorts in here as well. Let's have. Now, those of you that know me know that I love a shawl and a scarf. And Heike, I was saying this morning actually, we're probably one of the few people that generally always wear something
Yeah,
handmade, because
yeah.
I nearly always do. And these are really lovely.
Well, this is really a cool thing for a beginner shawl knitter. Somebody who hasn't sort of tackled shawls before
Yeah.
is a little bit put off by the whole lace thing and everything.
Right.
This is really not really. I wouldn't really class this as lace. This is really is eyelets. You know, just
Yeah.
yarn overs and knit 2 togethers. And you start in one little corner with like 3 or 5 stitches, and then on one side you decrease, on the other side you increase, and it works up really fast. It's not a big shawl.
No, but I think
because
I
they're
just think
sometimes not that easy to wear.
No,
So,
I think
you
that's
know,
really wearable.
Yes, so this is really, and
Yeah.
and then you can or cannot add the crochet edge. It's entirely
See,
up
I
to you.
think that looks nice.
Yeah.
I'd like this perhaps in you know the Finley DK dappled Amy that we've got. I just think that would. Sorry, Amy's behind the camera and she's looking at me going. But I think that would be really, really nice in that.
And you just need
Oh.
one hank, and that's
Yeah,
and
and
there
it's
you
done.
go. Yes.
And then
Yeah, this is the latest. It has not yet been released. This pattern, so this will be coming soon. This again is short rows, but this time you start at the bottom.
right,
You
okay.
start with the really lots and lots of stitches.
Yeah.
And then you do the lace first, and then you basically shape it.
Right.
Yes.
Wow.
So that hasn't yet been
Yeah.
released, so I haven't yet got a name for this.
So where do you think of your names? How do you do that?
Well, for a while I thought because I live in North Wales,
Yes.
I thought I would use Welsh names, but I found that just too confusing.
I would also imagine
Most
as well when people,
yes,
yeah,
it's really hard, and they can't then remember the names, and so
it's a
I've sort
very
of gone
difficult
away from
language
that
to
again.
write as well, isn't it?
So I don't really have like
No.
a recipe for
No.
that. I just come up with things.
Now this is
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
I think Claudia will be okay with me showing it. So this is obviously going to be published in Germany soon, and it is a yarn that is being especially dyed for Claudia and myself. So this will only be available with this pattern. So as far as I'm aware, it's going to be released either next week or the week after.
So this type of yarn is really popular in Germany, isn't
Very
it?
popular. It's a self-grading. So this one was done with four threads.
Yes.
And I don't really know how this lady does it because I'm not in the know really, so I don't want to say anything that isn't true.
Yeah,
but it's like a 4-thread, and they're then dyed, and every so often they have a little knot inside, but they're not like knotted so it would show.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
So and then basically you could start it either way. I've started mine. Again, this one starts with the lace.
Yes.
It works up. I've started mine with the lighter shade from the inside, but you could also start from the outside, so you have it the other way around.
See, I think these are incredible yarns because we have a German lady that works with us in the craft barn, and she knits Carmen knits an awful lot with this type of stuff, and I'm amazed it's not really made its way over here yet.
It is very popular.
So, yeah.
Well, I haven't really. I'm sure there are some places where you can get it, but I haven't ever seen it anywhere. And you get it in the 4 threads, which is this one, and then you get also 6 threads, and that's more used for garments.
They're almost like threads of sewing cotton, aren't they? They're very, very, very tiny.
Yes.
Okay, and then
well, here we have another blanket. I've actually never ever sadly written this pattern.
Oh, you've not? Oh, that's so cool.
Maybe I should do this.
I think
maybe I should do this. So I used. I think it's no longer available now. You correct me, obviously. You're in the know. It was called milk cotton. Milk cotton.
No, it's not.
It's
no.
It was I think it was an organic yarn.
Yes,
and
it was.
It was super
really
soft,
lovely.
and it was. I think they brought it out for baby things and things because it was just so soft on the skin and everything. And I just love these colours so much. And yes, but as I say, I haven't ever written up. Maybe I should do that.
I think you should.
I quite like this. This is quite a nice summer sort of picnic blanket.
Yes, yeah. But
Yeah.
I'd like that for a baby again as well.
Yes.
Like I say, it's very, very soft.
Oh, this is my wrap. This was in issue, I can't remember, 68 or 78, or I don't know how high we are with the inside crochet at the moment.
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, I think
This was this is called
This
the
was on
lantern.
the front cover.
Yeah, it was
Yes,
on the
it
front
was.
cover of Inside Crochet magazine, and that's basically this square.
That's a
I
nice
designed
wrap,
this
isn't
square
it?
especially for this shawl, and yes.
Okay. And then,
You
finally,
can clearly tell I'm a little bit in love with this yarn.
yes.
Just a little bit. And that was that's like the table centerpiece. Maybe we'll just shall we move this box a little bit and put it there. So you make all these different motifs. Again, this is a free pattern on my blog. You make all these motifs, and then it's a bit fiddly to put it together, sew it up, but it's definitely worth it because it's quite a stunning effect when you put it.
Lovely.
Yeah, when you put it.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
So it's a little bit more time consuming, but I sometimes think it's worth it. You know, when
Something
this
that
sort of
looks like that,
happens.
definitely.
Yeah.
Again, I love the colours as well. Very, very soft colours, aren't they?
Yes, and
Nice
that's just
creamy,
a
almost Neapolitan ice cream.
Yeah. And then we have this, which please excuse the ends because this has just come off the needles yesterday, so it's still in the making. This will be the next thing I'm going to do for you on my blog.
Oh, that's
They're
nice.
just like little warmer things.
You do the most fabulous free patterns.
Oh,
No,
thank
they
you.
are. So if you've not checked out Heike's blog, please do. Made with Loops. .co.uk. Yeah, but it's really lovely. But thank you so much for bringing these in today. As always, it's a pleasure. Yeah, it really is. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.